Starting. Aight, bruh. This the replay. I'm doing this. I gotta be honest, I don't even want to do this shit. I hate doing this shit. I don't know what to say. When I did Ketsui, I was super proud of that clear. I just posted that shit on there, no commentary. Cause I had nothing to say, you know what I mean? But I gotta do this shit, cause just for one reason, really. I feel like there's a big deficit in people who are clearing Futari Black Label God Mode just for survival. There's a lot of people who do it and they're going for the TLB clear and they're playing like crazy good. That shit is so sick, dude. Doing the whole no miss is fucking crazy. There's people who do that shit, and there's like a bunch of those. And then there's a bunch of like scoring clears, because the scoring game mode and the scoring in this game is like super fun. There's a lot of those, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of people just doing fucking shitty ass survival clears. Dude, I try and do the scoring in this bit and I completely fucked it up. There's a lot of people who like, yeah, just like play a fucking dirty, fucking cheap, trashy, you know what I mean? Like fuck everything up survival clear. The way you get it, and like I think DOJ Black Label is a game where people, you know, get the worst fucking clear ever. Sucks, and they post that shit I'm talking about. No one's doing that for this game. And I would really recommend people play this game just for survival. There's a specific person I would recommend it to, which is if you've done a hard 1-all, right? If you've done like a Ketsui 1-all or a DOJ Black Label 1-all or an Esprade 1-all, or you beat Gregor or some shit. You've done that, and I was in that boat, right? And what happened was, it felt like I had two options. The first was get another 1-all, you know, like, oh, maybe I just do pro gear next. But that didn't feel like, it's hard to get motivated to do that because it just feels like you're moving laterally. You're just kind of doing the same shit, and doesn't feel like you're overcoming anything. It just feels like, oh, well, eventually, I just play this and then I get the 1-all eventually. The other option is to do the tool. And that shit's fucking scary, man. Oh my god, that shit's scary. I don't want to do a tool, bruh. I'm terrified. I haven't talked about the game at all, by the way. I'm at stage 2. The stage fucking annoying. But anyway, if you're in that boat, you've gotten some hard 1-alls, but you're too scared to do a tool, play this shit. Because this is the perfect middle ground. If you're just going for survival and not doing TLB, this is the perfect middle ground between, it feels like a significant step up from that 1-all, where it feels like you've really overcome a new challenge. Which, to be honest, like, if you got a fucking Ketsui 1-all, you did that shit because you knew it was hard. You knew it was hard and you wanted to do that shit because it was hard and you wanted to overcome. You wanted to fucking climb the mountain. If you want to climb another mountain, this is a really good one. But it's not as, like, overbearing as the tool. Honestly, dude, if you've, like, if you can do, like, DOJ stage 5, not even considering the boss, just the stage itself, if you can, like, no miss that stage, or one miss that stage, you're ready for this. Because all this game is it starts fucking hard as hell. Like, you play stage 1 and it's so much harder than every other stage 1 you've seen, and you're like, holy shit, this is going to be the hardest game ever. It doesn't actually get harder than stage 1. Where the 1-alls start with the fucking tutorial level, and then slowly, stage 3, you get that little pip up, and then stage 4 and 5 are the real game, where it's actually hard. What Black Label God Mode's doing is it's just starting at that stage 4, stage 5 difficulty level, or a little bit higher than that, honestly, because stage 1's fucked. But then it's just keeping at that difficulty. It's a complete straight line. Basically, anyway. I mean, stage 3 is fucked, but, like, whatever. So because of that, it's like you shouldn't look at it as like a crazy harder game. You should just look at it as more of the hard bit of a game you've already done. Theoretically, you've already done. Maybe there's some fucking gangster out there who, you know, picked up the 360 port of this back in the day and just went straight to God mode and never played original, and they just fucking, that was their first clear ever. There's at least one crazy motherfucker who did that shit. Me? I mean, you can fucking click my channel, you can see the other clears I've gotten. I never played Futari before God mode. Like, God mode was my first encounter to all of these stages. I don't even know what the fucking original or Maniac and Black Label looks like. You're supposed to have like 1 million billion counter by the time you get to this section and then get 1 bajillion points. But I didn't do that. And so I score like no points. You're coming up with a squid. Fuck this squid, bro. I fucking hate this squid, bro. God damn, dude. I see this shit in my nightmares. I got mentally boomed when I was learning this game because I was doing it on MAME. People said Schmuck MAME had accurate slowdown. And then this pattern was at like 10 times faster than what you're seeing right now. And I had to post a video to the Discord being like, am I supposed to fucking be able to do this shit, bro? And then I looked up 360 clears. I'd say 360 clears, but I just looked them up again afterwards. Because you never know until you're there. And it was like, oh no, like I'm playing the turbo hard mode. It's like when you get to the final boss in Ease on PC and it's like literally unbeatable. And you go, what the fuck is going on? How am I supposed to do this? And then you look up an actual vid and realize you're playing at double speed. That happened to me. Yeah, dude. Anyway, now the squid's gonna fucking die if I don't fuck this up. I haven't watched this shit since I did it, so I don't remember how the run went. All I know is I fucking won. I beat it because I'm the best. I'm the GOAT. That's how I truly did. I am the God Gamer. If you vanquish God mode, you are the God Gamer, dude. That's why you should play this shit. Because if you beat it, you can be like, I am a God Gamer, dude. You can claim that shit. It's real. It's facts. Cave said so themselves. Did Cave do the Black Label? I don't even know if they were in charge of this shit. Anyway, we get into stage 3. I'm fucking mad, dude. Okay, here's my biggest beef with this game. The reason I'm letting it tick, by the way, is because I get to drink a water between stages, and that feels good. And I was like decompressing because I had literally game overed in stage 2. This was like my 7th run of the day. It's really easy to crank out 7 runs in a row when you die in the first 5 minutes every single time. I'm not even talking about like I took an early death in stage 2 and I kept playing. No, motherfucker, I game overed. I game overed in stage 2. And like a million billion times. And so when I got to stage 3, having not died yet, I was like, oh shit, we get a real run now. I gotta fucking lock in. And I did not, bro. Okay, this first half of stage 3 is like, I think it's really fun. And it's like super easy. You just do the same shit every single time and you never die. I probably fucking die, honestly. But it's not too bad. The second half of stage 3, fuck stage 3, man. Second half is so hard, and the reason it's hard isn't because of the maze and the fact you have to dodge bullets. The reason it's hard, and the thing I fuck up in this run, is in this game, dude, the background is just the same shit over and over and over again, and so it's really hard to tell where you are and what you gotta do. It's like Toho stages. But at least in Toho, the stage is like 5 seconds long. You know what I mean? You just get to the boss. In this, you gotta like actually really strictly and really know what you're doing with the routing and the stages and shit. But I never know where I fucking am, bro. Look at the background, man. First of all, you can't even fucking see that shit half the time. Second of all, you know, it's just the same shit over and over again. Whereas if you look at like, you know, like Ketsui Stage 5, you can show me any part of Ketsui Stage 5. Even if there are no bullets and enemies on the screen, I still know exactly how many fucking microseconds into the stage you are. Just because it's so, you know, shit constantly changing. Ketsui Stage 3 is a bit hard to remember, but like that stage is easy enough to where you don't have to care. Look at me fucking dodge that shit. I was so proud of myself, and then I get the most fuck-ass pattern of all time. What the fuck was that, bro? He sent me to fucking Narnia, bro. Literally. He literally sent me to fucking Narnia. It's supposed to be like, there's supposed to be a path directly behind him, and then I almost fucking die there like an idiot. But I'm in that shit, and I'm cash money. I'm cash money in that shit. Okay, so we're getting to the fuck-ass bit of stage 5. You go to this... Never mind. Dude, literally, I'm literally watching this shit. I don't even know what part of the fucking stage I'm on. Because I can't tell from the fucking background, bro. This shit looks like the spawn. Dude, I'm fucking 10 minutes in. I haven't said anything worthwhile. Like, literally not a single thing. Yeah, dude. I was out, bro. I wasn't schmupping at all. Last year, I was crazy schmupping. Last year, I was schmupping on a lot. This I haven't schmupped at all. And then I started playing this just for fun. And then it took me, like, 25 hours to get the clear, which is really not that bad. This is the bit where I got fucked up. I got confused, bro. I got confused. I went all the way to the left. You're not supposed to go all the way to the left in that bit. And I fucked up, bro. And then I got confused here again. I was like, where the fuck am I? What part of the stage is this? I thought this was the final bit. It's not. And then I'm going to be out of position for the final bit. I bombed it. I didn't need to, but I had to, bro. Like, you would have bombed there too if you were me. Don't fucking judge me if you ain't been in my shoes, bro. Anyway. I get through this bit with no... This is the hardest bit of the stage. I get through it with no fucking dramas. Because I remembered where the fuck I was. God damn, I need to stop swearing so much, dude. You're getting the stage 3 boss. I forgot. I thought I had no bombs. I don't know why. I got 2 bombs. I thought I had not. And so I do a part of this boss fight without bombing. It's the start of the second pattern. Oh, here I get fucked, bro. Okay. What the fuck was that, bro? That's like the 1 in 20 chance of that happening. Normally you can get to the safe spot. He just fucked me, bro. Anyway, I thought I had 1 bomb going into this because I forgot that when you show up, they give you a bomb for free before the boss fight. So, in my mind right now, I have no bombs, even though you can see one at the bottom left. So, I go to the safe spot, and then I normally bomb afterwards when the safe spot stops being safe. But this time, because I thought I had no bombs, I went for the dodge, and I did that shit, bro. I don't even know how I did that shit. I just fucking worked the Sharingan. Anyway, dude. Yeah, I ain't been the last pattern doesn't exist. I ain't been schmupping, bro. And then, like, I cleared Quetzal in December. I didn't fucking pick up a single shmup afterwards. Because of the shit that I was in at the beginning, I talked about, dude. Like, I was like, maybe I clear Strikers 1945, and I just had no motivation to do it. But this was like, it felt like a challenge I could do, and like another hurdle to climb. I love looking at the difficulty wiki, that one fucking form on Systems 11. The form page that translated Japanese difficulty wiki, and I love like being like, yeah, I'm a level 21. I'm a level 21 gamer. I'm a level and now I'm a level 30 gamer, bro. That's some real shit. Here's stage 4. Dude, when I talked about not being able to remember where the fuck I was, second half of stage 4 just is that. My take on stage 4 is that it's not about routing, and it's not about, you know, building a strict route. It's about having swag and being fucking swagged out. That's all it's about, dude. You just gotta move to the left and move to the right and do cutbacks. And if you have swag and a clean soul and you're a worthy person, it'll all work out. But if you have an unclean soul and you got no swag and you're chopped, you're gonna fucking die. The stage has like a really specific rhythm with the way, like, it wants you to go left at a certain point, it wants you to go right at a certain point, and like you just gotta tap in and understand that shit and know that shit. And if you don't know that shit, dude, if you're off rhythm, you get fucked, bro. And you can try and rap this shit out, dude. What the fuck, bro? It all looks the same. It all looks the same, bro. I bombed there because I died last time. Normally you get the cancel last second, but I didn't get the cancel last second last time I was here. And so I was like, fuck it, bro, I'll just bomb. And then it's like, okay, I have no bomb for this. I just got to do that shit, and I do it because I'm a fucking gangster. And that moment, I was like, god damn. I'm going to fucking, you know, there's a real chance I clear this. I had never even made it to last server in a real run, dude. Literally, like my I was just trying to PB at this point. My PB was like at the beginning of stage 5. And I just sold that shit, bro. I sold this shit so many times, dude. So many runs I fucked up because of being stupid and an idiot. Oh, see? That's what I'm talking about. You gotta have swag, bro. See that fucking dodge? That's a swagged out dodge, bro. If you're sitting there and you're like, my routing, please don't hurt me, I need my routing. You're never gonna make it, bro. Not in that. Not in situations like that. That's where the warrior mindset kicks in, and you just gotta fucking hold right and say inshallah. This is the inshallah stage, bro. Whenever I make a cutback, say inshallah. That shit happens, bro. And this time it happened. Anyway, the other thing is if you're trying to score, you know, they're gonna put the mind virus in you and tell you to use Rico's rapid fire. And if you're not playing for score, this is why, you know, dirty ass survival clears are worthwhile. This is why I wanted to do this shit, dude. Cause, dude, if you're in this bit, don't fucking look at me. I'm holding A button, bro. If you're Rico, you just hold the A button and it fucking kills everything on the screen. With the ladybugs, I do the shot and then I just hold the A button, dude. The moment anything scary is happening. In her hands, I feel safe, bro. I've never felt safer piloting anything in a shmup than in Rico, bro. I trust those options with my life. They know what to do more than I know what to do. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know where any of these enemies are coming from. The options have got me, bro. And that's why I really recommend this. Because, like, whenever you're scared, you can just hold the A button. And, like, you don't even got to fucking think, bro. You just move to the right, move to the left. Look at me. I'm doing the fucking tango. Move to the right, move to the left. And I got that shit down, bro. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to play anything after this. I was looking at fucking 12 Zeal, bro. That game looks fucking sick. But I don't know about any, like, hard clears. Eventually, I want to do a tool. Because I feel like I've invested so much time in the genre, you know what I mean? That I need something to walk away with. I need one last job, dude. When I do the tool in something, today I got a black label tool or something, that's me. It's one last job, bro, and it's enough to retire. It's the one last job that's enough to retire. That's the tool. I'm never touching the M30 again, bro. My 8-bit M30 is getting hung up like a fucking, you know, a fucking deer's head on the wall. It's a trophy, bro. I have no idea how I survived this shit. I've never seen that in my life, bro. Anyway, I thought the stage was over, and then I remembered that it wasn't. There's another one of these moth motherfuckers. What the fuck was I talking about, bro? Who fucking knows, dude? This shit's so cool, dude. This is the kind of shit you can show to someone, you know what I mean? You can be like, I play shmups and I play bullet hells or whatever. And then it always seems so underwhelming. But you could show them something like the moth pattern and you dodging that shit and they'll be like, oh damn. Oh damn. Oh, I was talking about doing the tool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to clear next, dude. This bit, you gotta look ahead. You gotta look ahead or you're gonna get clipped. See, looked ahead and I saw that shit was wiggling. I saw that the line was zigzagging, bro. And so, you gotta dodge that shit, otherwise you die. And then here, you can, react. You gotta be in line with the fucking bug lord. So that you get a good pattern. And you can do that by reading his movements and reacting to whether he's going to the left or right. Bro, I pick a direction, I say, inshallah, and I go wrong, bro, and I bombed. They give you a bomb for the boss fight anyway, so you always have at least one. And then the last pattern doesn't exist, and then we're on to stage 5. Dude. Stage 5 without bombs is probably, like, so fucking hard. But me, I got mad bombs. Notice I'm just hitting the first score extend now, bro. Isn't that shit? I don't even think I even hit it. Do I hit it now? I don't know what the rewards are like. Because I know I missed. Okay. Yeah. I just hit it now. Bro, I got to double my score to get the second extend, and I hit that shit, bro. I realized, like, it's not hard to score. Stage 5 is probably the easiest stage to get big scores in the entire game. Because there's just so many fucking bullets. And so I was like, I knew if I could just score stage 5, then if I can easily get 350 mil, you know what I mean? So my plan was, the way I knew I was ready to start going for runs, is I was like, if I go into stage 5 with 0 lives remaining, can I clear the game with just the extra 1-up and the score extend? And if I can do that, then I'm ready for runs, because it means I can fuck up a bunch and still clear. In terms of where I was at, realistically, Lhasa with 2 lives remaining was like a 20% thing. Like, I could do it 20% of the time. 3 lives remaining, do that shit like 80% of the time. So I'm getting an extra life Oh my god, the difference between 2 lives and 3 lives is so big on Lhasa. And this really is a game where the entire thing boils down to Lhasa. Like, you know. Oh, look at this big score coming in. Bing! You know, we can say that shit about other games as well, right? Like, of course, DOJ is easier to clear the more resources you have going into Stage 5, right? But, me personally, I can never fucking clear the Stage 5 boss in the first loop without dying. At least the way I am right now. But, it's, like, doable. You know what I mean? Lhasa, bro, that first phase, those 3 patterns are so fucked up, bro. It's so fucked up. It takes so many resources to be able to do that shit safely, because actually doing that shit raw is so fucking hard. And then phase 2 is the coolest looking phase, and it looks scary. It's actually the easiest phase by far. It's like the only fair dodgeable phase. By the time you get to phase 3, if you don't kill her ASAP, no Rocky, you're fucked, bro. You're actually fucked, bro. And I've never been good at those. Anyway, the fuck am I doing? I'll talk about that when I get there, bro. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna... I mean, if people have recommendations, right, of anything, I'd like to clear another game similarly difficult to this. If people have recommendations for that, please let me know. I was thinking of doing a Toho Lunatic No Bomb. I think that would be a really fun challenge. Like, Toho 8. Because when you bomb, dude, I'm a grabby motherfucker. I would just bomb every pattern. That game gives you so many resources. And it gives you so many lives as well, that, like, having to no-miss the game doesn't feel that bad. Yeah, I got fucking owned when the slowdown dropped. Fuck this dragon, bro. I had 1 life and 2 bombs I gotta give this motherfucker, bro. Okay, 1 life and 1 bomb. Still, bro. God damn. Doing my lantern shit. I was terrified of this section where the shit be scrolling backwards. I was like, this is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I thought it was going to be harder than fucking Ketsubi Stage 5 Descent. You know what I mean? This shit is fucking free, bro. You just hold the A button. You literally just fucking hold the A button, bro. I don't like those. I don't like the lanterns, by the way. I don't like it. It's the whole gimmick of the stage. I don't like them. I think they're fucking lame, bro. Just give me a fucking big enemy to shoot and kill, bro. And then cool patterns to dodge. This shit where you gotta, like, stand in the exact position. I don't like it, bro. I did a loop-de-loop thing. This is all from, like, Pan's vid. Shout out to Pan. Oh, yeah. Shout out to fucking Pan, bro. He's the GOAT. He saw that I was tweaking in the SDG rev stuff. He saw I was fucking tweaking about Lhasa. And he, like, DM'd me the video that he learned from. And I really appreciate that. Also shout out to the guy, fuck, I can't remember his tag, but I tagged him in my clear post. X something, it's a name you can't pronounce, that's why I don't remember it. He made like a 10-minute Lhasa guide, just for me. That shit is unlisted on YouTube. He saw I was struggling, and he gave me a 10-minute fucking crash course. And it was so helpful, specifically the bit in the second phase. Like, the advice he was giving in the second phase made me dodge it so much more consistently, so I really fucking appreciate all that help. If that dude's watching this, dude, make that shit public, bro. The people gotta know. People gotta eat, bro. Make that shit public, make it accessible. It's useful shit, bro. You know how much tech I learned in fighting games just from, like, random videos? Because people would post that shit, bro. You gotta do that shit. Do it for the community, brother. Anyway. Yeah. Big shout out to Pam. Even though I ain't been playing games, I have been, like, hopping into all the streams. And just, like, chatting shit in the stream chat. And I don't know, bro. All the shmup servers are, like, kind of dead when it comes to just, like, having places to chat. And I get it, because there's, like, moderation issues. And I wouldn't want to fucking moderate any of that shit either. So I get why they just kind of don't have that off-topic talk in a lot of those servers. But Pan streams, those chat rooms are a real nice place to just, like, talk to shmuppers about random shit. Like, it ain't even gonna be the games. People be fucking talking about Umi Neko in there and shit. Like, we just fucking hanging out, bro. So I really appreciate that shit. Shout out to Pan. Anyway, let's calm down on the glaze, bro. This shit I'm so glad this section is as easy as it is, dude. Cause the worst, I get so fucking nervous every time I play like DOJ stage 5, and you've got like, you know, after right at the end, there's like all those ships that come in. It's like the same ship comes in 6 times. That shit is always so fucking scary, bro. So I really appreciate the last bit of this stage being so easy. Anyway, we're on fucking Lhasa. I have no bombs, but I got 3 lives, which means I was like fully confident that I was gonna clear. I was like, I got like 100% rate on this shit. When I said that guy gave me really good advice, I totally forgot that shit for this pattern. You're supposed to like move to the right, and it makes it way easier. I forgot until right now. That's when I started moving to the right, and it was too late. I still somehow survived it though. So I survived the first pattern. I'm like, I'm gonna go crazy on this second one to do so much damage. I fucking died at the dumbest bullet. That's the easy part, bro. Anyway, this bit looks scary because you think the purple bullets are gonna be difficult, but they're not. I bombed it anyway because I'm not gonna be a fucking idiot. I've lost enough runs. I've lost enough runs to final bosses in my lifetime to know if I have a resource, I'm gonna spend it every single fucking time. We get to this phase. This phase is so fucking sick, dude. This is my take. I don't think this is just the best bullet pattern in a boss fight ever. I think this is the best attack in a boss fight, period, bro. Like, you know, include souls, include DMC, include all that shit. I think this is the funnest and coolest fight in a boss, part of a boss fight in a game I've ever played in my entire life. It's so cool. It's got everything that shmups have. You know what I mean? Like, it's got fixed bullets, it's got aimed bullets, it's got random bullets. And it's so fair and it's so honest, but it's still fucking hard. When I missed that shit, dude, at this point I was like, I've won. You know what I mean? And I get to do this without having bombs. I love not having bombs for this pattern and the one before, because it's like, you're always in danger. You know what I mean? There's never a moment where you're safe. And so you always feel like you should bomb, but you don't want to waste it because you know you can dodge it. But the line between dying and not dying here is so thin that it's very easy to die with bombs. I get to this pattern. Dude, people do like 15 dodges through this bit. I fucking die instantly, bro, because I'm an idiot. If people are like, yeah, like, oh, I see people be like, I need to improve my dodging skills. I need to improve my dodging skills. Bro, look at this run again. I can't fucking dodge for shit, bro. I literally can't. I can't do dodges. I don't know how to do them. I still cleared this shit. I still cleared this shit like a gangster. Why? Because it's not about dodging, bro. It's about just being in the right places and having swag and having a warrior's mindset, dude. You don't need technical skill. You don't need to be able to read the whole screen. You just need to be a fucking G, bro. Anyway, that's the run. I've been fucking yammering mad horse shit. If you're still here watching this shit, salute to you, bro. I would not. My ass would have clicked off a long time ago. I'd be on the reels by now, dude. I'd be on the reels looking at, you know, crazy shit instead of watching this dumbass video. But if you're still here, shout outs, bro. You're a fucking G.